Whether you want to spend a beautiful day out at the park, head cross country, or just live your best van life ever, the 2026 Tellaro 20U has everything you need. Twin to wall bed, a very large midship wet bath, and a great usable kitchen. But when you're out at the park, you're going to want to come back and have everything you need ready to go. So let's head inside and set up this 20U. So we're at the park, we're about to hit the mountain bike trail. What do we want to do? Let's go over our power options first. That way, when you come back from your excursion, you are all set up to maybe take a hot shower, maybe you want to cook something, maybe you want to keep everything nice and cool for you and keep that AC running. So all your controls are going to be right up here. This is Rapid Cam Plus. We'll start right here because everything you need right from the touchscreen or the mobile app. From your lighting, you can dial in all the lighting inside and out, even set scenes. So you can set maybe just the bedroom lights, maybe it's just the kitchen lights. Dial in 3 memory position on your scene. So that is pretty cool. Back home, electric. Lots happening here. So we're at the park, we're not plugged in, we're gonna want that generator to run. 2800 watt gas generator runs right off the tank. You can dial in your auto gen start from here. So that way, if it starts to get hot inside your 20U, that AC will kick on for you after the generator fires up. So dial in all your parameters right here from the auto gen start settings. You can also do that on the mobile app. You can also check your solar. That's pretty cool. So 200 watts of solar on board. If you option in the pop top for a number of reasons, which is awesome. If you need more sleeping in here, because right now it's sleeping for 2, but if you need sleeping for 4 or a lot of storage for one of those great van life excursions, option in the Skybunk pop top, and now you have sleeping for 2 more, or maybe you use it for storage. A lot of people do that, but it is going to take and give you a lot of options there, but you get 190 watts of solar and not 200. As we go back home to the next button down, climate, that's where you can control your AC and your furnace. Fans control your vent fan. There's a fan in this bathroom. And again, impressive midship bath for a van. You also have a vent fan right up front. Back home, coach button is going to put out the awning, which you may want to do. Tanks, check your tank levels. Again, this is a wet bath. Turn on your water pump, which you'll need because we are in the middle of a park. Then some diagnostics. If there's a fault, you can check that here. And then from settings, that is how you dial in the apps. You can control things when you're out on those trails. Right here, this is our 1000 watt inverter. That's nice to have on. And again, when your batteries drain, if you have your auto gen start set to voltage, that generator will kick on and that's going to help charge your batteries. And then this is going to be your Truma Combi Eco. Heat and hot water controlled right from here. You can even set timers. So let's say you get here early in the morning, you go out for a run, you want a hot shower when you come back. The way this wet bath is designed is you can set this, take a nice hot shower in the middle of the park. No one will know except you. So those are the controls to set up to have a great day wherever you are. Now we are back. And now we want something to eat, something to drink. We're thirsty. Large fridge and freezer on board. This is nice for a van of this size. Plenty of room in here. Got my old lunch bag down below there. You're gonna wanna fill it up with all your favorites. And then our freezer is right down here. So a nice, large fridge and freezer in your van. This is 12 volts. So make sure your battery disconnect switch is turned on and everything will stay nice and cold until you're ready to either just eat it cold or pop it right here into the microwave. Microwave is on board. Fire up the generator for that if you're out at the park. But nice utensils you need right here for cooking, which you can do right here in our fully equipped kitchen. So solid surface countertops in here. Hot water, cold water naturally. Nice sink with the cover. You can pull out your single burner electric induction cooktop, plug that in outside or even right here. And what's cool is if you're out and your phone dies, you can plug it in here, USB-A, USB-C, even wireless charging on top. Nice pull down blinds all the way around. So when you're out, keep these things cold, keep that sun out, keep your 20U nice and cool, and then plenty of storage everywhere you look in here. And check out this decor. This is called Modern White. Nice Euro style cabinet, hidden hinges. In this cabinet here, you have more charging, so store your device and charge it here overnight. Pantries or closets or whatever you need to store in there, you can. If you need more hanging space, right back here, you have a closet up top and a closet down below. GFCI plugs. Tons of storage on board and a lot of a headroom. So in these shoes, I'm gonna say roughly, I haven't measured myself in these shoes, it's gonna be close to 6'1", flat-footed. I'll just take these off so you can see. I stand 6 foot, 1/2 inch, 75-inch ceiling height. I can stand here, I can move around as we get right back into our bedroom. I'll even stand under the AC. 11,000 BTU AC unit on board, gonna keep everything nice and cold. And back here, this is your lounge area. Hang out back here, watch the smart TV. You can do that. This has WineGuard, Connect on board WineGuard 2.0 4G hotspot, so you can turn your van into a hotspot, stream to the smart TV. Maybe you're using this as a mobile office. Maybe you have some young travelers on board that need the devices to stay entertained. You can set that up and go from there. So right now we're in just the sofa area. Maybe this is your twin bed area. There are gonna be 2 seat belts here for the ride. And, oh, that was an excruciating excursion. I need to take a little nap here. This is great. You can see I can fit. I can even open the window. There are screens on here. Open the window here. Open the window on the other side. When we go outside, we'll show you the screens for the side door, even a nice screen back here just to let in all kinds of air. Push button reading lights right here. Tons of storage on each side, even speakers underneath, piped into the stereo up front, so passengers, if they're back here, they can listen to all the road trip jams. GFCI outlet back here. Lagoon table goes here, so after you whipped up that meal, the Lagoon table stores it behind the driver's seat, sets up just like this. You can turn it, spin it, position it however it works for you. It is really handy to have. It's really easy to set up. And then you put it away, it's out of the way, and you make your wall-to-wall bed. You're gonna take this cushion and this cushion over here. They have hard backs on them. And then you set those right in the middle here on this ledge, and just like this, a nice wall-to-wall bed. And you're gonna stay comfortable back here as well. So we have well-formed interior walls, insulation behind, so it's going to keep the hot side hot and the cool side cool. It's like the McDLT of vans, right? Everybody loved the McDLT. Also adding to the insulation factor and the durability factor, one-piece composite subfloor under your residential vinyl flooring. So that's going to keep the road noise out. It's gonna insulate better. Just a nice, quiet, smooth ride. And that's one of the other things I really love about this 20U is the ride. This is a Ram ProMaster, so let's head up front and show you how easy this thing is to navigate around even the tightest of parks. What's this? Ha, you thought I wasn't gonna show you the bathroom. No, I saved it for, I won't say last, we still have to walk around outside, but this is such a nice, large wet bath. One of the largest midship wet baths you're gonna find in a van. And remember, 21 feet, 1 inch in length. I can stand in here. I have headroom. We talked about showering at the park. You can keep the doors open. Again, you can pull all the blinds, put up the privacy shades, pull this all the way across. You can shower off right here because, one, you set the timer on the Truma, right? Your shower is on a wand. You have a dedicated sink, an actual sink in here, not a flip down, but a real sink. And then you have your cassette toilet. And that's one of the things that's awesome about having cassette toilet at the park. We'll show you how to empty that. But you can take and empty it at one of the facilities out here at the park, because let's face it, in a lot of parks, it's nothing more than a foul smelling hole in the ground. I'd rather use this every day of the week. So nice to have a cassette toilet on board, but nice large wet bath. You have a fan back here for ventilation. I like the LED lights. It's a nice wet bath. I wasn't gonna forget the wet bath. And you even have a mirror to see how good you look before you head out on your next excursion, which we are about to do as we head right up front here. A mighty powerful Ram ProMaster, 276 horsepower, 250 pound-feet of torque. We are cranking the AC. It's a little warm out there today, so let's get into all the things we have here. Controls for your mirrors. They are heated. You can remote control the top and the bottom mirror. Emergency start button, so if your chassis battery dies, use your house battery to jump start your 20U. Electronic parking brake. And over here, everything you need for, gosh, let's start on this side. This is gonna take us through this nice digital dash. If you want the digital speedometer, you want trip meters, you want maintenance reminders, you wanna look at whatever safety setting you have, tons of safety on here. We'll go through that in just a minute. Auto headlights, wipers, tow haul mode on your gear shift down here. So a great driving, smooth machine with a nice tight turning radius. We get over to our infotainment center here. Everything you need from navigation right up here. Now, again, this is not RV specific navigation, but this does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you can use that to dial in your favorite RV specific navigation app and it will pull up right here. Sirius XM satellite radio on board. Comfort, that is going to be for your AC. We have the climate off right now. Dial in your phone, connect that. Vehicle settings. So yeah, a couple of things here. So when you put this into reverse, you can see right behind we have the nice view to get into those tight parking spaces. But when you're driving down the road, this is really cool. I love this. We have this rear view mirror right here. It is digital, shows you what's behind you. You can even take and dial in the angle of the camera to fit you. So that's super cool. Next button over, there we go. Alexa on board. So that's pretty handy, right? Everybody's using the AI these days. Android Auto, again, Apple CarPlay. And we get into vehicle settings here. Into settings, you can make this work and look how you want it to from the display. If you want light mode, dark mode, you can set your theme, set profiles. You can connect a couple phones from here. But the safety and driving assistance on this is really nice because you always want a safe vehicle no matter where you are. Yeah, you're gonna have airbags in here, but you also have automatic emergency braking, traffic sign assist, traffic sign warning. There are different intelligent speed options. I like that you have a picture of the speed limit sign in the area you are in pop up right there on the dashboard. New speed zone indication, that's pretty cool. Do you want things to chime? Park sense front and rear, drowsy driver alert, blind spot warning, lane keeping assist, really everything you could want in a safe vehicle is right up front. You have redundant AC controls if you don't want to use your controls right from here. Then controls for your volume here. You also have paddles on the back of here for volume and to change the station. Locks and hazard lights, and you can turn off your lane keeping assist, turn off the traction control, parking assist. So sometimes if you're pulling into a tight spot and there's a lot of trees around, that'll go off. New for 26, I like this. You have an inverted plug here, 150 watts. So charge up the laptop. Then you have USB-C, USB-A, 12 volt right here. You can also wirelessly charge your phone right here, which I think is fantastic. Storage, cup holders up here. This is cool, store things up here. So let's say we're out at the mountain bike trail and our bike has a flat tire. Well, you can plug this into the 12 volt right here, and then you can run this out. Portable inflator. I think that is fantastic to have. So you have that on board. That comes with your 20U. You have the sun visors. Everything you could want in a nice, safe to drive vehicle is here. These seats spin around and become part of your living area. So that's cool as well. It's really a great vehicle for day trips, long trips, and for just hanging out. So let's go outside and walk around this 20U. Up front, I love the way the front end looks. It's kind of got a nice aggressive face, right? And not in a mean way, but like a, hey, get out of my way, I'm a 20U. You have your nice LED fog lights down below. Look at that, optional KO2 tires. I love the way these look. I love the way they perform, but if you'd rather have a quieter ride and you don't need the KO2 tires, that's all right. Highway tires can be yours as well. The mirrors will fold in, so when you're down those tight trails trying to navigate it, you can fold those in. And if you're worried about getting pinstripes on your front end, Diamond Shield front paint protection, that's gonna keep the pinstripes away and keep your beautiful looking ceramic gray 20U pristine looking. Back from the hike. We're thirsty. We want a cold one. Oh, the bottle opener's at home. No worries, I love this feature. Bottle opener's built into the running boards. It's a little happy face because it knows you want a refreshing beverage. And then you just take and you set that refreshing beverage right here. I love the shelf, just folds right out. Easy to put away when you are done. And then everybody wins because your drink is now in your belly and you're refreshed and ready to just cool out. So it's bright as sun, you want a little shade. Thule power awning right up top, that will come all the way out. Two ways you can set that up. So we're in the parking lot today of the park. What I would do is I would just set it up right here to the side of the van. You can do that. There is a little tab here, and then there's another one up front, and then the rails go right in here. If you're at a campsite and you want to take and put the support legs down, you can do that at the campsite. So a couple ways to set up that awning. So we have the Thule awning, we have the Thule roof rack. If you'd like, you can get the Thule bike rack as well. There's the optional sky bunk. This thing checks more boxes than an Amazon delivery van, but you don't want your 20U to look like a delivery van, right? No, you don't want to drive that. You want something cool. That's why we build on a window van chassis. It gives it this nice look. All the windows come straight from the factory. We're not getting a Sawzall and cutting holes in your beautiful van. A nice window van chassis, nice and durable. So we have the ventilation through the windows in the back, and then we have a lot of ventilation here. This screen door is great. I love how this works. So it just rolls out of the way. You can see we have this side is all rolled up and snapped in. And then when you are ready for ventilation, there's one in the back. All you have to do is you just roll this out, right? And then it just zips like that on each side. And then there's a nice magnet that holds that together. So now you have ventilation through here. We'll show you the door in the back. Everything you need out here for great times at the park or wherever you happen to stop. And that's one of the great things about a van of this size is you can just pull it in and park it anywhere. Right here, cable TV outlet. Couple of GFCI plugs. So you can take and plug in a TV out here and watch your favorite shows outside, maybe a little late night drive-in. Exterior propane connection is right down here. You can hook up a griddle, you can hook up a grill, use your own cooking device if you would like. And that's gonna take us right around back here. So we have our screen door set up here, getting all that ventilation in, but we wanna show you a couple things. So we'll just unzip this and we're just gonna roll this up. And I'm gonna move this out of the way to give you a nice view. So you can even take this door all the way off. If you're like, I don't want it at all, just take and move it, and then you have access right here to GFCI outlet, your water pump. There's a light on the other side. Nice hose here, so when you come back, if you want to hose off your legs before you head in the wet bath, you can do that here. 12 volt down here, and then a nice storage bin down here for the hose that plugs into here. Your 30 amp shore power cord is plugged into here. Little storage nets down here, just about everything you could want, including easy connections. And that's one of the other things that is really great about the 20U is you don't have to bend down and open compartments and think, where's the key? I left it with the bottle opener. Everything is right here. So it's fast, it's easy. You can set up and you can go. Your freshwater fill is here. That locks. City water fill is here. This is the exhaust for your Truma. That does get hot, so be aware of that. That light we turned on is right there. That will throw a little light right down here, so when you need to hook up and drain your gray tank, again, a cassette toilet, that is right here. So you just fold this down, you pull this out, you flip up the handle, and then you just go on over. We have a little station over there. You could go and dump that right over there. And then when you're done, you just store that away to the next time. Very handy to have on your outings. 30 amp coach right here. This is super cool. So we have cable here, we have extra solar port here, and then Starlink prep. So we have Starlink prep here. So if you have the panels, you plug those in here, and then there's a port inside. Now you have Starlink if you would like to use that. Right down here, old Potty Python stores in there, so a dedicated area for your sewer hose. Super handy to have, so that's not getting mixed in with anything else. Propane fill and switch is right here. Another nice running board with a built-in bottle opener, and we get right back around to the front of the new 20U. It is everything you need, no matter how you want to explore the world. So why not get the MSRP and build your own right now at thormotorcoach.com.